But yeah, definitely. All right. So I'd like for y'all to welcome my next guest. It is Myles. Hey.
Father. What's good,
Myles,
everybody?
what's
What's
going
up? What's
on?
up? What's up? What's going on, Godfather?
Well, first thing I wanted to say was congratulations on
Ooh, a
earning your top
phoenix.
badge.
Thank you. Y'all gotta excuse me. I just took a shower. I'm a little sweaty.
It's important.
Hey,
Hygiene is
John,
very
shout
important.
out. Thank you, Willow. I gotta make sure I got
And
her fave. She was amazing. I like her.
so,
Thank
for
you,
y'all
guys.
that don't know, Miles and I actually go really far
Way
back. I'm
back.
just saying some things,
Way back.
that we know about each other that, we can't tell nobody because we'd have to take you out. So, so
Yeah, most
yeah,
definitely.
we go way, way back. Probably from the time that I first came on here and started streaming. I think that's probably the first time we ever met. Um,
Right.
so, um, but how was your Wednesday there?
My Wednesday's been tough, but I got through it. Um,
Hey,
as
made it to the
usual. You know, I mean, every day is trying, so you try to get through it as best
right,
as possible. So, I mean, I made
right,
it through. I'm here, so that's all I
exactly.
could be thankful for right now. But how was yours? How was your Wednesday?
It was great. I rested. I was off. So
That's
Wednesdays
good.
I
That's
usually try to
good.
take off just for preparation
Yeah, I've
for
been
this. And
yeah, I've been running around doing this entrepreneur thing, man, trying to get this apparel line off the ground and meeting with different people and shit like that. So, excuse my
okay.
friend. Can I can do that. I can say shit. I'm sorry. But nah, I've just been running around all day, so it's kind of good to relax, but it's not really relaxing because I'm in the hot seat. So
I wouldn't call it the hot seat. If it'd be the hot seat, like if I was up there, if I was in here trying to make people look bad, but
nah, I'm
um,
just teasing,
definitely trying to
man.
make it a welcoming
This is
environment.
actually a great thing you're doing here, man. I like it. It's you're exposing the people to a different side of streamers. So
Right,
yeah, I like it. I actually like it. So
right.
definitely, definitely get Godfather a TV show. He needs one ASAP.
Yeah, that would definitely be very interesting. Considering this is something I never intended to even when I got on here.
Yeah,
Which brings me to my
I could
first
tell you.
question.
I never seen this coming from you. Bougie,
Oh,
what's up? I did not see you having a show interviewing people like not you like not Team Fire. Shh, can't say that. Can't say that. All right.
listen, same here. I'm like,
Yeah.
I never saw this coming either, really. Um,
Yeah.
it was just kind of like, which brings me though to my first question was, what was the original reason that you joined Tagged?
The original reason that I joined Tag was because I wanted to meet people from all across the globe. Like I saw the app in the app store and it was like you can go live, you can chill, meet different people. So I was
Hmm.
like, oh, this is an opportunity where I don't have to be face to face with these people, but I can have a conversation, get
Right.
to know them. But once I learned the potential of the app, I began to study streamers and study how the app worked. And here I am 22 months later. So I uh, I gained a lot of friends and I lost a lot of friends in that time frame. But
Yeah.
this is one of the greatest experiences I can say I've had in my life. And I say that from the bottom of my heart because it taught me perseverance, really.
Right.
So if you're gonna do anything and you're gonna put your mind to anything, you might want to just stick to it and don't listen to what anybody has to say about it. So
Right. And then even revisiting old friends, friends
mm,
that you've met on here. hadn't seen them
Right,
around in a while.
right,
A lot
right,
of
right,
changes happen, and then oh my gosh, they're back. Or oh my, I didn't know
right.
they ever left. I don't know. I just was in a whole
Yeah,
different.
I ran into some old friends. Yeah,
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 it's great.
definitely, definitely,
Um,
man.
so what do you think makes you different from other streamers?
Well, one thing I could say about me, I'm very charismatic. Uh, I pride myself on being a unique streamer. Like when you come into uh, my room is unlike any other room on Tag. I pride myself on having a lot of energy and putting smiles on people's faces. The thing about this app, and I think you and Willow touched on that, is you never know what someone's going through behind the screen.
Right,
So if they're coming into your broadcast, it's your objective to entertain them in some form or fashion.
right.
So I choose to put a smile on their face. Now, some people don't take my humor, and some people do take to my humor. But I mean, it's an acquired taste. So
Yeah, I can say each time that I've been into his broadcast, he's definitely full of energy.
yeah.
Like I'm almost sweating over here. Like, damn, this dude is just like shit. You know?
Yeah, I think when you popped in, I was just having a quick stream the other day. It
Uh,
was just like a little 30, 45 minute thing. And
'Cause he was getting
we
him
were
some
lit.
food or something.
Yeah, I was getting some food and we was just lit. That's just how I am. I mean, I believe in having fun. And
Right,
anything that you do, you gotta have fun with it, man. You can't be some sourpuss or some
right.
boring bot. You get what I'm saying? You gotta have fun with everything you do. So
Because you
that's
know,
the premise of my stream, having fun.
right.
And it's an open platform. Like anybody's welcome. Like I don't turn anyone away unless you're disrespectful.
Right. Then you can, hightail your butt on out of there. So,
Drip gang.
so I think one thing we touched a little bit about before, we should talk about pets. So you do have on one particular day, you do have a thing on pets, correct?
Yeah, so about well, I'm gonna start from the top. I ran into Gunny about February this year.
Uh-huh.
And when I tell you Gunny is probably one of the most influential men I've met on this site. Like I've learned so much from him. But him and Leo, I don't know if you know Leo, they were big pet players at
Right.
the time. They were really into it. So I
Hmm.
couldn't figure it out. So one day I sat in this stream for like 5 hours while they were playing.
Okay.
And I picked up on it. So I started to try to teach other people and show other people the game, but I ended up taking a liking to it more and just,
Right.
focusing on it. And then I said, you know what? This is something that everybody should know about, especially streamers. So
Uh-huh.
I developed a little PowerPoint presentation to where I could show different people every week
Oh,
how to play pets. And
okay.
lots of people come by my stream, even on the days that I don't have the seminar, to ask me questions about pets. Uh, since I've started the seminar, I've converted about 15 pet players, strictly pet players, to streamers and or gifters, or both. So
Wow.
there's a
Okay.
lot of people in the pet world that don't know about this side. So that's why I try to educate other streamers on pets so that they can educate those pet players on the streaming side and the pet side.
Gotcha.
So I really like pets. What's up, Stripe? So I,
So I guess I need to make it to one of them seminars because I thought I knew a little bit of something, but I don't
I'm
know. I'm still
I'm not
learning
gonna
too.
sit here and say I'm not gonna sit here and say like I'm the best pet player on tag and
Right.
like I know all it is to know. I have different people who come by each week, like the Gunny, Nemo, Bad Girl Riri, um,
Hmm.
tons of pet players that big time pet players that come in and speak and show other people their strategy to pet. And so it's just like an open forum. We speak, and I just show them the basics.
So when do you do that?
Tuesdays at 8:30 Eastern
Okay.
time. Tuesdays
Gotcha.
8:30 Eastern
I'm
time.
gonna definitely have to make sure that I need to learn more about that because it is something that it is fun and it
Oh, most
can, like you
definitely.
said, you converted.
It brings,
several
yeah,
people.
it can bring traffic. A lot of people always ask me the frequently asked question is,
Hmm.
can I make diamonds off pet? Well, if you find a big time pet player on tag that puts hundreds of thousands of gold coins into pets, what do you think they're gonna do once they find out about the streaming side?
Right.
So if you got somebody that has like 35 billion in assets on the pet side, but they know nothing about the streaming side, they have gold to
Mhm.
play with, and they can come and see that, oh, 500K gives you a dragon. Oh, that's nothing. I spend that on a pet daily. There's pet players out there like that. So that's the
Right.
benefits of pets. You can meet someone out there like that that doesn't know about streaming and
Right.
bring them over to this side, and you both win.
Gotcha. Okay. Hey, that's
So
awesome. So, what is your preparation before hitting that live button? What do you do?
when you asked her that question, I was like, what am I gonna say? I don't really know. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Godfather. Like, I take a shower. Like, it don't matter if I've been home all day, if I was out or whatever. My thing is, I gotta take a shower. I try to put on some, I want to smell good because I feel like I'm in front of people. So
Right.
if
Right.
if I was really in front of a crowd, I wouldn't want them to smell me smelling all sour or smelling like yesterday. You feel me? So I take a shower. I try to put on a little. I don't get too, GQ on them, but just a
Right.
little bit, just to let them know, let my people know, like I'm here and I ain't no dust mop. You feel me? So,
Right.
but I just take a
Gotcha.
shower and go live. You feel me? So, uh, that I sometimes go into other streamers like okay, I'll give you a perfect example. If my energy's low one day and I have plans on going live, I'll go to someone like Three Stripes Live, where I
Mhm.
know the energy is intense from start to finish.
Right.
And I watch him and I study him to build my energy up to say, you know what, all right, here we go. Let's go. Let's get in front of this camera. Let's do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let's entertain our fans. So that's one of the tricks that I do before I go live. I can go watch one of my favorite streamers live, or I'll go to someone like Pillow or somebody that is influential or has a lot of influence on the people. I try to
Mhm.
go to them and see what their tactics are, and you know, build
Gotcha.
off of that. So
Yeah. I mean, I think mine is probably changes. Obviously, shower. I think someone just mentioned a minute ago. Like I'm about ready to leave and go out somewhere. I get all this.
oh, chat time. Say
Go
less.
crazy.
Say less. Say less. But nah, that's usually my preparation, man. And you wouldn't believe how many streamers do that, use that tactic. Go to you don't know who comes and watch you before they go streaming, before they get on their broadcast and, you know, entertain their people.
Yeah.
So it's like I try to remember that as well. Like when I'm streaming, who's
Yeah.
coming to watch me to prepare themselves for their broadcast? Because a lot of people watch me for that very same reason. So that's one thing I keep in mind as well before I hit that go live button.
Yeah. Definitely. Not. You know what? I never even thought about that till now.
Yeah,
Um, you don't know who's coming to check you out because you're thinking like, oh, they just came by, said a few things, and left. Now that you think about it, they might have come by to get, you're not really going to get much energy here. You're going to get a lot of chillness. So if you're
right.
trying to chill before you, you're
Yeah,
trying to
before
get
you go
hype,
live,
you know.
you go to a hype
I'm
live. You
just
trying to chill, you go to a
right,
chill live. It's different streamers for different folks. So you know what I'm saying.
right.
So
I mean, because you know, yeah, exactly. So, some got that kind of chill vibe, some kind of got that, in your face, just like a lot of extra energy and stuff like that.
right,
If you see me doing that, then I'm probably hyped up on caffeine.
right.
So,
Most definitely, most definitely.
but if you think about those, it's probably like 'cause that's my personality when I'm not on here. So I'm quite sure your personality when you hit that X and you're out there doing your entrepreneur, doing
I'm
this, you've
mostly
got that
chill.
same energy.
I'm
So,
mostly chill when I'm handling business, but when I'm with my
mhm,
people, I'm, high energy, laughter and stuff like that. But when I'm handling business, it's business. Like,
right.
oh, steer jets flying,
Round trip.
round trips. Thank you, Stripe. Round trips.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, what are some of your other aspirations? And you kind of touched on this. What are some of your other aspirations other than streaming?
Well, I have an accounting degree, and I originally moved to Georgia to work for the Department of Economics here for the government,
Okay.
but because of the shutdown and all this craziness, that unfortunately isn't happening right now. So I've embarked into entrepreneurship. I've started several businesses. I had one before, I moved to Georgia, but I've
Mhm.
started two more. And my goal with streaming is to also become some form of broadcaster, whether it's live broadcasting with television and or radio podcast. Um,
Yeah.
I I definitely see myself gaining sponsorships from this app. Uh, I don't take this app for granted.
Right.
A lot of people take this app for granted. They say, "Oh, you take it too serious. Oh, why do you why do you do this? Da 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 da. Da. Why are you so?" Well, if I wasn't so dedicated, would I have gotten the badge 2 weeks ago? If I wasn't so dedicated, would I have gotten chosen to be a host for the Gunny battles? If I wasn't so dedicated, would I be here sitting in front of you, being interviewed by another top badge who has a show on the app? I'm just
Right.
saying. But honestly, I just see myself continuing to be great. That's it. Like I don't want to stop. Like there's no room to another one. There's no room to stop. Like there's no like I
Right.
see myself in a car with no brakes going down my own path. So
Gotcha.
I have no if you in my way, I'm running you over.
Right.
I gotta get there. I gotta get there.
Hey,
So that's where I see myself with this app. Um, and I hope to show others that route as well. Not only just for myself. Um, a lot of people who come around me, I try to teach them just about everything I know and what I've learned from the app. Some people take
right.
it for granted. Some people take it in and they
Right.
prosper. So I mean, it is what it is. I continue to just show people what I know because I feel like that's what I've been put here to do. So
Right. I mean, it's ultimately it's a platform. What are you going to do with your platform?
right,
I mean, like you said, if you didn't take it serious, would you have made the accomplishments that you've made up to this point? And well, quite sure we'll make more beyond that, and then it'll transcend into outside of the app. I mean, you never know.
right.
So some, and if that's just not your aspiration, for those that's not their aspiration, cool. But don't say nothing to the people that is their aspiration, that they're
Don't knock
trying
the people
to
who
be
on here taking it serious. That's my thing. Don't knock the people
right.
having fun with it, and don't knock the people taking it serious. Like,
Exactly.
just stay in your lane. That's
Right.
that's that's just what it is. That's all it comes down to. Stay in your lane, drive your whip, and everything will be fine. If you try to get out your whip, walk across the street, drive the next person whip, you're gonna crash and burn.
Right. Exactly.
Your car over there driving itself. I'm not faulting you. Stay in your
Right.
own lane. You got to stay in your own lane, and that'll get you very far in this act. I'm telling you, and in
Right.
life. So,
Yeah. I mean, it goes either way.
yeah.
So stay in your bubble. um, what is your favorite quote?
Well, I'm a big fan of Dwyane Wade.
Okay.
Very big fan of Dwyane Wade. So I have two quotes here from Dwyane Wade. I couldn't remember them verbatim, so I pulled them up.
Okay.
The first one is the biggest thing is to let your voice be heard and let your story be heard.
Okay.
And the second one is the biggest thing is to make sure that when something comes out about you that isn't true, that is false. I'm sorry, let me reread that. I'm so sorry. The biggest thing is to make sure that when something comes out about you that is false, that you prove it's not true.
Okay.
So those are two quotes that really touched me by Dwyane Wade. He he's a very influential guy in my life. I followed him probably all of my teenage years up until now. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so those are my
Yeah.
two
I mean,
favorite
it's
quotes.
definitely
And
an
then back to
inspiration.
so
That's his favorite. Okay. Um, so what growth as far as your content have you seen in your stream from beginning till now?
well, from the beginning, my mission has been to put smiles on everyone's faces that I meet in the app. And over time, I realized that uh, the very same people look to me for influence, for advice, for comfort. So I've learned over time to be that comfort to certain people, to be that voice of reason to certain people, to be that voice of
Right.
laughter to a lot of people. And I've seen my stream grow from that. I've seen
Hmm.
people hang around from that. I've turned um, a lot of mean trolls into very nice people.
Right.
So
Right.
um, I'd say my stream has grown into I guess my content has grown into constant or continuous laughter and motivation. Thanks, Rebecca. I would label my stream that. Um, if you come around me, you better be prepared to laugh and have fun. Simple.
Right.
Um,
'Cause I had spent some time in one of your streams when you weren't. It wasn't the most recent one. It was the one a while back,
right,
and literally like almost the whole time. I was there for a good little bit. The whole time he had that same energy the whole time.
right.
And for y'all that do or don't stream, that is not an easy task because especially if you're on here for 4 and 5 hours,
Listen,
that's energy that you're giving off or you're giving
people
to
complain about
entertain
the
people.
hours of streaming, but that's
Hmm.
what it takes to build your fan base. You have to put in
Right.
hours. You don't just go into a job and work 1 hour and think you're going to get promoted the next week or the
Right.
next month or the next year, rather. Like, you really have to put in hours. You really got to grind. Like, you really got to put, these people really have to learn who you are as a streamer. Like, why
Hmm.
are they, to get a gift on here, someone has to swipe their card. Someone had to swipe their card to put gold onto this site for you to receive a gift, whether it was that person who's gifting you and or someone that gifted that person.
Right.
Your job is to sell yourself well enough for that person to gift you. You cannot expect that person to just gift you just because you look good or just because you got a lot of faves or because of who you know. Your job is to entertain that person.
Right.
So, yeah,
Okay.
I know we kind of I was looking at the time. I don't want to hold you up. I don't want to go too
No,
far off,
we're,
or.
we're here until it's done. So
Say less. Say less. I thought you was
we're
a
here until it's done.
scheduled man. I'm sorry.
And I just realized that I sent the same. I'm glad I didn't read the question over again because I already asked this question. So
Right.
good thing I was paying attention. But what are some other accomplishments that you look to achieve on tag? So you've achieved your top badge.
Yes, that
You've
was
got
the
host.
biggest one.
That was the
22
biggest one.
months,
Okay.
3 pages, lots of friends lost, lots of money
Right.
lost. That was the biggest one, but we can't stop there. For
Right.
starters, my short term goal, which I'm hoping to hit by the end of this week, is I want to hit my 20 million all time diamonds because I want my ring light from Tag. I broke 3 already and I just had to buy a new one. So yeah, that's my number one short term goal from Tag. Um, Second, I'd like to eventually reach the 100 million. all the gold, the all time diamond counts and all that good stuff to get all the good gifts. But ultimately, I would like to become a future admin of this app.
Okay.
Uh, I feel like there's a lot of room for growth and change on this app, and I have to start by showing them that I can be a very influential top back. So that's one of my main goals on here is to become an admin. And eventually do some advertisements for them. And then once Tag gets really, really big and they start doing commercials, I want to be on one of the commercials. So yeah, you heard it here first on the Godfather show. If you see me on the commercial, I called
I'd be like, I know him. I know
it. I called it. So yeah,
him.
that's one of my those are my goals. From that's just Tag. All right,
Yeah.
we'll be
Yeah,
here
that's
all
just
night.
time.
We'll be here all night. We talk about life goals.
It's
Like,
funny you said something about admin because when I was getting ready for this, that had crossed my mind. I was like, I really like doing this, and I really feel like I'm learning a lot, but I feel like I could teach people too about certain things.
right, right,
There's something that I could teach some, and there's other things that you could teach others, or help bring others up in this app to do. Especially if anything you can learn from us is what's the word I'm looking for? Just stick to it.
right,
Stick, like you said, you've been through however many profiles, and stick to it, and tenacity. There we go. So to have the tenacity to stick to it, to go through all those hills and valleys that you go through, being on here, um, and the different things that you learn, and then the different things that you learn that end up hurting you, and then you're like, well, okay, let me regroup.
right, right.
So you never know. So
So
we've both
I'm
been
gonna I'm
people.
gonna say this to all my fellas in the comments that's watching this broadcast right now, and I say this all the time. It's a little joke I say. If stand down till you come up was a person, it'd be me. So learn from my experience on this app. Don't let people stop you because a lot of people are gonna try to stop you. They're gonna
Right.
tell you hundreds and thousands of scenarios of how to get your badge, on how to get fans, on how to do whatever it is that they do to get diamonds and fans. No, do you.
Right.
Do your thing. Stick to what you want to do. Learn that
Now,
learn that
right.
people's opinion about you is only an opinion. It doesn't make
Hmm.
you.
Right. And like you had said in the beginning, and I was equally as shocked, we never saw this coming as far as what we're on right now.
Right?
If you would have, when we were doing what we were doing then, and thought, oh, a year and a half from now or a year from now, you know, this is where we'd be.
I definitely didn't see that badge coming 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I didn't see it coming. Like a lot of people was like, Myles, you're gonna get bad because do. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like I applied for that shit like a month ago. Like,
Right.
no, I'm not. Y'all just saying that. 2 weeks later, they spoke it into existence, and I
Yep.
appreciate my supporters for that. And I was really elated to get the badge, and I'm not gonna misuse it. A lot of people get the
Right.
badge and they start to get cocky and oh, I don't fuck with this and I don't fuck with these types of people and da 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 da. Not that's not me. Now, if you wasn't fucking with me before the badge, don't fuck with me after,
Right.
because I can't help you.
Right. Like
Cannot
I
help
don't
you.
feel like I was having this conversation on my other streams the other day. I was like, I'm pretty much other than I think my streams are better, I am pretty much the same Godfather or whatever my name was at that time. Same personality then
You
as I
know,
am now,
right?
really for the most part.
And it usually
So,
happens when you start to elevate and the universe disassociates you from certain energies. Like I'm not even gonna say people, certain energies, because a lot of
no, you're
people
right.
don't know. that they carry certain energy. Like they don't
Hmm.
know that they carry a negative energy on them, and they may feel like they're being a positive influence to your life, and all the while they're bringing you down. So once you start to separate, or the universe rather starts to separate you from that person, they tend to look at you like you're doing them wrong or you're the bad guy, and you can't let that get to you.
No, I totally agree. And I've
Yeah,
learned more about energies as I in life and then on here, just different what type of energies that you bring and what type of energies are around you and what type of energies you need to separate yourself from.
right, right,
Um,
right.
so I mean, it's energy putting out, and what also people don't realize as well is that you're expending energy on here. When you get done, if you're not tired when you get done here,
You didn't do your job.
you
If
didn't
you
do
don't
your
pass
job.
out, that's why when a lot of women be like, "Can I call you? Can I inbox you?" No, I'm going to sleep.
Yes,
No,
I'm going to
I'm going to sleep.
bed.
I'm tired. No, I've been on here for 3 hours under a ring light making you motherfuckers laugh. No, I do not want to be on FaceTime for another 4 hours to sit and talk about having potential non-viral sex. So no, I'm good. I'll catch you next live stream.
Right. Good. Exactly.
But yeah,
Exactly.
um,
Right.
if you're not tired after streaming, like you haven't done your job as a streamer, you haven't entertained your fans. And another thing I want to say to people, especially people who consider themselves streamers, because there's a lot of people who just hit the go live button and they just
Right.
there. But if you
Right.
consider yourself a streamer, there's one thing I want y'all to keep in mind. It's all fun and dandy, and it's easy to get someone to fave you. Oh, hit the fave button. I'll fave you back. I'll fave you, but I can pass by your stream 1,000 times as a favorite.
Hmm.
Now, it's easy. It's even easier to make that favorite into a fan,
Right.
entertaining them, making them laugh, and and just having them come in every now and again as a fan. That's easy. But the hardest thing and the one thing you got to remember is you have to turn every fan into a supporter. That's the goal as a live streamer. And if you cannot do that, you are not streaming. You are going live.
Right.
And I don't know who that was for, but there you go. um, you have to understand that that's what this is about. Like you have to turn a fave into a fan and a fan into a supporter. I don't have faves. I have supporters.
Right.
So I don't know about y'all, but I'm still looking for all the support that I can possibly get. So if there's any new
Right.
supporters out there, hi.
Come on over here. um. So, who is your hero or heroes, and why?
um, Number one, Dwyane Wade. Because of his humility, his gratitude, his selflessness, his business mindset on and off the court, the way he viewed basketball, the way he took the back seat during those 4 years of the big three. Um, how he persevered when the media almost ruined his career for divorcing his wife and going with Gabrielle, making that
Okay.
decision. And even most recently with the hot topic of his son slash daughter um, wanting to switch genders.
Right.
The way he handles that and the way he handles the media, like that's the type of man that like I could only dream to be about. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To be, I'm sorry. Um, my father, of course, because he's a businessman and he's a hustler. Like he just knows how to get it. And believe it or not, my daughters, because without them, I have no drive.
Right.
I have no passion to do anything. Um, I call them. I try to call them once a day, if not once every other day, and speak to
Mhm.
them for at least 30 to an hour. Um, and they're my motivation. They're my heroes. Without them, I wouldn't I wouldn't be able to keep pushing every day. So, yeah.
I agree. I agree. Um, we've had a lot of guests that have said the same thing, that it's their kids that are their heroes. Whether it be child or children, because it keeps them pressing each day that they need to
And
accomplish
one
something. It's not
and
just
one more
for
thing on Dwyane Wade, the way that he takes care of his family. Like, people don't pay attention to how involved he is with his sons. Not only the one that, switched genders, but his
Mhm.
eldest and even his baby girl. Like, he's totally involved. That was one of the reasons he even retired, to be fully involved with his children. So
Right.
the family man that he is, I can only dream to be that type of man. So he's one of my biggest heroes. So, yeah. If y'all don't know who
Well,
Dwyane Wade is, ladies, look him up. Look him up. Please. Google
well, that's all the questions I had. I don't know if anybody in the viewers had any questions. We'd give a few minutes if anybody had any
him.
questions for
Anybody?
Miles.
I mean,
Any questions?
I plan on streaming, so they probably gonna come in there and ask me all types of craziness. Why am I so goofy? Well, I believe in laughing things off a
Right.
lot. Don't get me wrong. I could be I could be an asshole. I could definitely be an asshole. But for the most part, I just feel like life is too short to always have a unit on your face. So
Right.
why not laugh? Why not smile? So
So one
I
says, "How
learned
have
that.
you dealt with the negative experiences on the app?"
Whoo, Jesus, that's a good one. Oh my God.
Would you like to go first, or?
Everybody know what this is? Class, don't everybody speak at once. Everybody know what this is? Raise your hand, raise your hand. Everybody raise your hand, raise your hand. But no. Um, one thing that I
Right.
had to learn, and most recently I had to learn this, and I hate to really speak on this, but it was. I'm gonna say it like this. You have to learn that people's opinion about you are only an opinion. It doesn't make you who you are.
Right.
Words are just words. They can be erased, they can be changed.
Hmm.
Actions cannot be erased.
Right.
Actions cannot be changed. So, one thing that I had to learn is that, yeah, a lot of people are going to have fucked up shit to say about me. People are going to be like, oh, I hate Myles because of this. I don't like Myles because of that. I had to learn to block out the white noise.
Right.
Like, you got to look at it like white noise when your TV goes out and you get that little
Static.
that's
Yeah.
what, yeah, that's what they are. That's what negative energy is. It's white noise. So if you can tune that shit out, you can tune out almost everybody on this app that would bring negativity to you. I've
Right.
been I've been trolled. I've been I've been lied on. I've been lied to. I've I thought I even thought that I found my girl on here. Uh-uh. Bunch of bullshit.
Right.
Everybody has a hidden vendetta, but whether you believe it or not. Well, most people. I'm not gonna say everybody. Most people on this app have a hidden agenda, a hidden vendetta, and they sell you this facade, and you can't let them pull that wool over your eyes.
Right.
You got to
Because
be smart.
that, and there's people that you would think, or they made it seem like they were for you, but
I
then
see.
when you,
I see another question out there, but go ahead.
you well, but let's be quick. There'll be people that you think that they're there for you, and they'll put up this whole facade
Sorry,
like
right?
we're
Like,
here to
Godfather, you know I'm
rah
your
rah,
boy.
we got
Yeah,
you, we got
yeah.
you,
I'm
and then
shooting for
as
you in
soon
your
as you
battle. I'm
get
coming to your battle. I'm finna shoot for you in your battle. Looking
right,
at.
or we're so proud of you, you got your badge, and oh wait a minute, you got to make this change and that change and this change and that change and that change. Oh well, screw you.
Yeah, nah. Oh, I gotta lose my bouncer badge. Oh, I gotta pay 20K now. Listen, motherfucker, I gotta keep an 80K goal going in this motherfucker every week. You can't bring a nigga
Right.
20K.
So,
But
Queen of
nah.
Queens has said, "Who inspired you when you first joined tags?"
Couple people, man. One of them is in here right now. But the main one, Katie B, Royal Jenna, she was one of the first streamers I've come across, like top streamers I came across, and I gravitated towards. Um, and her mindset towards tag, like she treated it just like what it is, an app. I get on, I entertain my people, we laugh, we joke, I hit the X. I go support who I want to support. I don't entertain bullshit, and I get off.
Right,
Um, Another person, Katie B. Katie B is one of the first streamers I started watching. And also Foreign Mommy. Foreign Mommy is a streamer that I've watched for a very long time, and we've become very great friends. Um, and Chase. Chase, I can say Chase was one of the people when I started my second page over. He was one of the people that motivated me to keep going. And as of recent, Leah Lovely and Pillow. Um, Pillow because she always has words of wisdom when it comes to how to deal with negativity on the app, and also Leah Lovely does as well. But Leah Lovely just has this aura over her that you can't help but gravitate towards. Like,
right.
and she has a very big influence on how I stream. Um, I'd say the Gunny as of recent as well. The Gunny changed the way that I view the app. Like at
Got you.
first, I viewed it as something that could potentially be serious. But once I came across Gunny, I realized how serious this thing is. And if you guys don't know who the Gunny is, you better go to that search bar right now, X out of here, and search him up now.
Wait till the show's over, though.
Wait till the show's over. But he's someone that definitely influenced me as well. So those are some of my influence. I seen another question. Have you ever had an embarrassing moment while oh, most definitely. Who hasn't? Girl, I done been drunk. I done cussed folks out. I done got half naked on here. I done no, I'm lying about the half naked part. But um yeah, we've all slipped up. We're not perfect. As streamers, we're
Yeah,
not perfect. We don't I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh yeah, like I've been the best streamer since I've been on the app, and
right.
I never do any wrong. I never mess up. I never this. And always I probably had an embarrassing moment this week. So
It's probably
uh,
almost maybe a weekly or bi-weekly thing. Yeah,
right, it's almost a weekly thing.
something's
Uh,
gonna happen.
yeah, I've had embarrassing moments. I mean, and don't let that shit get you down, man. Like
Right.
me and my homies got a little saying in Miami, players fuck up, you feel me? So at the end of the day, you're human. You're prone to malfunction at some point.
Right.
So like we're not perfect. So you have to understand that, and don't let when you have like slip ups on your live stream and or off the live stream and other people's live stream. Don't let that get you down. Just learn
Right.
from it and push through. Like you gotta push through. Like you can't let shit get you facts. You can't let shit get you down, man. And people probably look at me like, yo, he be over there high as fuck, making jokes. He probably dumb as a motherfucker. He probably dumb as a box of rocks. I bet you I changed a lot of y'all perspective tonight, huh?
Somebody even mentioned it earlier.
Would you ever date someone off the app again? No. Well, I wouldn't even call that dating. I wouldn't even call that. I wouldn't even call that. I dated that person. I'd say that was a talk shit.
A talk ship.
A
Okay.
talk ship. That was a big talk ship, and I don't
So,
think I'm gonna have any talk ships anytime soon. I mean,
so
a
was it an
lot of these
entanglement?
women. It wasn't an entanglement. I quite got myself in an entanglement as of recent. But I'm gonna let y'all fellas know something, and ladies, do not let these ninjas or these ladies gift y'all off the premise of wanting to hunch on y'all and date y'all. If that's not why you are on this app, do not let nobody come drop y'all 100,000 million diamonds and get in your inbox and say, I want to hunch on you. You heard it from me. Block
Hey,
their ass.
facts.
Block. There's no reason why anybody should be paying to sleep with anybody on here, date
Right.
anybody on here, any of that shit.
What
This
you
is
said
an
earlier.
app to go live and chill.
Right. Exactly.
But
That's,
yeah. Anybody got any more questions?
hey, Luke, I'm doing fine. Appreciate that, man.
They said hunch, sheesh. Yes, I had to be politically correct because I am a top badge now. Some gift the ladies just to lift the ladies. What's my sign? I am a Cancer. How much weed do you smoke?
Damn. We're personal now, aren't we?
One, two. This is probably I'd say probably like 7 to 14 grams every 2 days. Do I have a problem?
Hey, do we?
You know what damn me do? See the link got maybe 14 facts. But yeah, I smoke a lot. And that's how I'm able to sit and keep that same energy for hours on end because I'm smoking and keeping my mood. When certain people come in and say, "Hey, you're a piece of shit," and I'm like, "I know. My mom used to tell me that all the time.
You're so right.
It is so fucking right, bro. Thanks for enlightening me even more." Like it puts me on a plateau where I just don't give a fuck. Like,
Right.
and I mean, for those who don't smoke weed, don't knock the people who smoke it. Because
Right.
a lot of people smoke it for recreation, but a lot of people smoke it for health reasons as well. So don't knock people when you see them smoking, and don't say things like, "Oh, you're a pothead. Oh, you're a this. Oh, you're a that." Because if that person wasn't smoking and they jumped on your motherfucking Adula Amagata, you'd call them crazy.
Exactly.
So just be mindful, guys. When you see a stoner, just respect the vibe. That's it. Because
Right.
you don't want, if you're a drinker, you don't want people to say, "Oh, fucking alcoholic," because maybe you take the drink to take the edge off some days or every day that you get off work. I know a lawyer that drinks every night that she gets off work. She has a drink. So, I mean, that doesn't make her an alcoholic. She just deals with a lot of shit. So,
Takes the edge off.
that takes me into my next point. As a live streamer, we deal with a lot of different personalities.
Right.
So if you see someone on their live stream having a drink, that may be to take the edge off of what they've been going through in their real life so they can deal with your crazy ass personality or your crazy ass comment.
Right.
Or if you see a person firing up back to back, that may be because they want to be high enough to process everything and all the bullshit that you're gonna give to them for an hour and 30 minutes without gifting them. so,
Right.
so
Right.
so you have to understand everybody has a vice and they have reasons for their vice. And every vice isn't a bad vice.
Right.
So
Right.
I think I took up a lot of your time, bro.
Hey,
I think I
that's
took
all the questions I think everybody has.
I think so.
Anybody's anybody's welcome to hang out. I know a few of y'all probably go to the streaming at the stream. I know he's a late night streamer. I'm a late night streamer. But hey,
Oh,
it's
definitely.
definitely
Missed off
definitely
all
been
over with the Wolves. I'm probably
I
gonna go
know
live stream for an
AWAC.
hour or so.
I appreciate that.
This
But
has
hey,
definitely
Miles,
been an experience, man.
right.
I'm not gonna hold you. I was nervous. I was like, it's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers in here. Like, what am I gonna say? Am I gonna be like, like I was a bit nervous, but thank you for making me feel comfortable. Thank you for making me feel welcome. The young lady that you had in the box before that, I'm definitely gonna go check her out, Willow.
Yes.
She was amazing. I didn't comment much because I was engaged, and some people have a nice speaking voice, and she has one of those nice
Yes.
speaking voices, and that's why I was just totally engaged and locked in with what she was saying. But this has definitely been an experience. I appreciate you for choosing me, coming by my stream and supporting me, hanging out with me. Um, I'm definitely gonna promote this, um, and I had fun. Thank you everybody in the comments for hanging out with me and listening to what I had to say because you could have been doing anything else like streaming, like you guys like to do when you come in my live. You like to, hey Myles, and go live. But thank you for
Hey.
sitting in. Thank you for sitting here with me and listening to what I had to say. I really appreciate that, guys. And I'm gonna head out, guys. I'm gonna see you on my set. And, thanks, Godfather.
Hey, it's been an honor and a privilege, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.